So, how we got here? Uh, in the idea that I constantly feel the need to be creative under whatever form, such as creating videos, doing things with my hands, or building bikes, but the whole idea is I feel the need to be creative. I don't have any experience at all, and at the same time, I am struggling with the fact that living in a world or in our modern times where we are overstimulated with so much abundance of I, I wouldn't call it information. I would call it rather than lots of abundance of distractions, abundance of emptiness and uselessness, if it makes sense. And for the better part of last year, I have struggled to make a second video. The first one took me a few weeks, and as you can see it on the channel, it was, yeah, I've tried to fake it, but not fake it because I got overwhelmed. And that's the raw part of it. But I think what I'm trying to do is trying to find my way in what I need to create or what I feel I need to create, because one of the things we lack in the modern times is authenticity. Uh, Everybody suddenly is a travel vlogger, everybody is a millionaire, supercar, or anything. Yeah, everybody's like this. I'm a simple human being in the idea that being very transparent, I quit my job not because I want to go in content creation, like to be a YouTuber or influencer or Instagram. No, I love cycling, but as well I love my mental health, and I'm not doing this a bit dramatizing. Is the fact that as a I've been an immigrant for the last 16 years, so I'm trying to make combine somehow what I have learned, a bit of wisdom, a bit of experience. It's not wisdom, it's experience. It's literally the more you fuck around, the more you find out. And this is how you get better or more knowledgeable. Yeah, it's the matter of experience. And combine that with the cycling, I think there are two key points that merged together, they would have a decent outcome, a decent message. It can be by the fact that either sport or whatever, or starting there's so many things, like at the moment, yeah, in my mind, I'm talking with you or by myself. I'm trying to make this video, and while I record it, I'm thinking, how is this gonna go? But at the same time, I don't know. If I don't put it out, I'll never know, right? So that's what I'm doing, changing a bit the format, in the idea that yes, it should be cycling content, but who dictates it? This is only my idea that I love cycling, but maybe it's not going to be about cycling this channel, or God knows. And at the same time, yeah, living where I live at the moment, and they are -5 degrees at the moment. We're in the middle of the winter, or I wouldn't call it middle, but anyway, the winter here started somewhere in January, and it's horrible. I'm not gonna lie that I do not enjoy going at -5, and it's not about the preparation. It's the fact that sometimes it can get muddy, even though I know -5. But there are patches of mud. We can live with that. But it's the ice. and I'm at an age where I can't afford and I don't want anything broken. I think the idea of this video is the fact that I have to be transparent and I'm doing my best to try to make content. I have shitloads of ideas in my head, but I'm struggling with the fact that are they good enough? Would people like it? Is it relatable? Is it anything? But is it good? Is it good enough? And things like this. And there are so many amazing people that I watch on YouTube and I see their struggles as well. One of them is Peter McKinnon. Amazing, amazing. The fact that the guy went through so many things and working as a chef, and now he's one of the best photographers in the world. Uh, yeah, he's struggling as well, and I've seen it and I've seen videos and I go like, it's relatable. We're like, man, not everybody's just a one of these machines that they just put out content constantly 24/7, 24/7. We often forget that these idols of ours, they are human beings. And yeah, like I said, I'm just being transparent with the fact that I'm struggling with the idea that I want to put things out and I don't know how to do it. And I think this video is one of those videos of just do it. Just let it there in the void of YouTube, which we're gonna see in a few years or God knows when. Apparently, there is another video of me on YouTube since I was a teenager, but I lost the details for that account. Oh, yes, yes, there is nothing embarrassing, and yeah, I think that this is all I have to say, and I think this should serve as an example of the idea of this should serve as an example of the idea. Just do it. No, at the end of the day, nobody cares. You're watching a video, and whatever that person says, that person can cook the meal for the kids, or whatever. Yeah, cook or prepare something for your better half, or plan a romantic date, or whatever. It doesn't matter. Not everybody is interested about what you do here, but if it's one person, at least one person that goes with, has that feeling of, if this idiot has the balls to do it, why not? I'll do it as well. Because I think this social media, digital era, AI, and everything else, you don't know what's real, what's not anymore. Because the AI became hyper realistic. It's mind blowing. Um, and everything is so perfect, you know everything is spot on. Lightning, makeup, speech, the words, the shot. There is no room for mistake, right? And I think this is what we're craving now, to see authenticity, to see mistakes, human mistakes. And like today, I'll be honest with you, and I woke up with a massive headache. It took me half an hour to get out of bed. And it's not because I'm lazy or anything. Yeah, I used to be a workaholic, 16 hours a day. Yeah, split shifts, double shifts. I used to to run on 4 5 hours of sleep and double espressos every hour. I mean, like, I'm done with that. And sometimes I feel guilty that it takes me so much time to get out of bed. It's not. Sometimes it's a luxury, and it's not the fact. Yes, I'm in a position where I can say sometimes, you know what, I can lay down for a bit longer. Woke up, took me half an hour to get out of bed. I had my coffee, and then I had this shot in my head with everything. And then I started. I put the camera, I put the tripod, blah 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 blah. Do some shot, then move it, go review it, and it's on my phone. It is on my phone. It lies there on my phone because I don't have the guts to put it out. Because what happens if it's not good enough? And I do not understand where is this pressure coming from. Like, I am aware because is this part of perfectionism in me and the pressure, this pressure of everything being spotless, everything being amazing. But I don't know. And this shot, I just decided 5 minutes before putting the camera, I'll put the camera. And I like the fact that I have this lamp here, and I put the lights in this night, evening, night, uh, a Friday evening, and I'm doing this. And somehow, it's therapeutic as well because you get some things out of your chest, and to a certain extent, there are people listening to you, but you don't hear it back, and it's more like rumbling, and it's free therapy, put it this way. And yeah, yeah. So we shall see. The main idea is that I had to get some things out of my chest, and I believe that I owe to the few amount of subscribers that I have uh, an explanation. And the explanation is, it's what I called it. I don't know if these terms exist. I called it uh, creativity anxiety or creators anxiety. Initially I wanted to call it performance anxiety, but it might not sit well with the male audience. Performance anxiety, even though that is as well a serious issue. So, with that being said, I'll see you next time. And I don't know, it might be this format, it might be about bikes. We shall see. Consider subscribing if this was any interest to you. Uh, I'm not looking to become a millionaire, but if it helps anybody, to get things off their chest, or to get into cycling, or to get creative, any other questions, leave it down. Suggestions, leave it down. It's one of these things where I think the most important part, the most important part for me is to be authentic, raw, not perfect, authentic. English is not my first language, but we use it as international currency, let's say. Yeah, Mastercard, English, and cycling. I think these are three international languages for me. And yeah, I think that's it. I'll see you on the next one.